Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you how to do a super easy button up. I thought it was so cool. I saw a couple different versions of this on like Depop. You can also do it with a t-shirt. All you're going to do is repeat the pinning and sewing process on the front of the shirt as well as the back, and I'll show you how to do that. So it's super simple, super easy, and all you need is 2 shirts, and yeah, let's get started. Okay guys, so I saw one of the shirts I'm about to make on Depop, and I only got these shirts at Goodwill for I think $5, $4.79. So I thought I would just make my own, and it's gonna come out to 2 shirts anyway. So I'm super excited to try it out. This tutorial is gonna be super short. I already know it's super easy, but I thought I'd show y'all anyways, give y'all some inspo. So I definitely recommend ironing your shirt first, just to make sure that when you cut it in half, which is what I'm going to do, straight down, and you don't have to worry about any of the creases. Another thing that I would say is if you get 2 shirts, make sure they're both female shirts or they're both male shirts. Mine are both male, just for that oversized fit. But it's super important because the side that the buttons are on is going to make a difference. So you don't want one female and one male, because then you're going to have to apply buttons and all that fun stuff. So unless you want to avoid that, be sure to pick the same gendered shirts. So what I'm going to do is open the shirt, and then I'm going to measure the inside from seam to seam. So this one is 23.5 inches. So I'm going to take that in half, and that's 11 and almost 12 inches. And then I luckily can just cut all the way down the line because this one is striped. So I'm going to make the cut as straight as possible. It's okay if you mess up a little bit because you're going to fold them in so it doesn't leave any creases. You can use this as a guide to make it smaller or larger if you'd like, but I wouldn't recommend doing that. I would try this on before you start cutting, just because you want to make sure that the collar is even when you get all the way up. So I'm just going to do the same thing with this shirt as well. Another tip is, if you can, try to find shirts from the same brand. Like this one, I think is from Express, and it is a size large. The other one, I believe, is also a size large. So just making sure that they work well together. If not, I saw a few that were just like mismatched and asymmetrical, so you can do that anyway if that's kind of your style. Make sure to do a practice round before you choose the shirts that you really want to commit to. So for shirts that don't have a stripe, I would recommend using a ruler or some kind of straight edge cutter. I don't have that right now, so I'm just going to use my measuring tape as a guide. Okay, now that I have my 2 halves, I'm going to take one left side and one right side and just pin them together. So all I'm going to do is lay one right on top of the other, and then I'm going to pin along the edge. So this part is super important. This is where you want to make sure that everything is lined up seam to seam. So I made sure that my bottom edges are perfectly aligned and it's lined up all the way to my collar. This is why you want to make sure that your shirts are ironed out, because this is going to be where you sew. So I'm just going to take my little pins and pin along the line. And again, these are just one on top of the other. And you want to do this so that when it opens, you don't see a seam at all. Okay guys, so here comes the fun part. All I'm going to do is sew along that edge that I made, making sure that it goes perfectly through. And if you don't have a sewing machine, I think you can easily just sew this all the way up. TBH, it's probably going to take forever though, but it's definitely doable. Another hack is if you try to put the striped shirt on top, it gives you a little bit more of a straighter line to follow.